I'm very sleepy. Good morning. It's time. It's early time. It's not our normal time, but I have an appointment today, so I have to leave early. I'm so sorry. There we are. But oh, my voice sounds like a gravelly mess. Whatever. Get the link out. I'm actually dressed. I have a shirt on and everything. No pajamas for this girl today. All right, the link is out for the link people. And then let's put the link out in the Creative Hand Lettering group. So today is April the 10th, and our prompt is a bloom of colorful trees, something like that. Something like that. And I really wanted to do this one, so I didn't have any ideas when I really wanted to do it, but now I do. Now I have an idea. Okay, the link is out. We are here. It's the morning. Hi, Ruth Ann and Judy and Tammy, CJ, Susie. Wow, you guys are here early. I'm proud of you. We're not really going to do any shameless plugs today because I can't even find my shameless plug card. But I did want to share this really quick. Hi, Linda. I did want to share that I colored this, and I'm really pretty happy with it. So this is for May, and it goes with, not this, this is just a little extra bonus little piece. It goes with this, and all the colors look so pretty together. All those go together, right? This is for Journal Play Day in May, and then this one, and this one. Colors are so pretty. And then the Hollyhocks, Dizzy Hawks. So much pretty. Oh, and the stripe. There's also a stripe. There's so much art for May. That's what happens when you know somebody in the hospital and you just have to draw. Hi, Laura. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Tina. Hi, Z. And Pat and Lita. Oh my gosh, Jennifer. So many of you here. Well, we're just going to watercolor some trees today. Okay. And I wanted to share this only because I'm looking for opinions. Oops, my vitamins are here. I have a line of greeting cards that I'm working on for a company, believe it or not. And these are my first two. This is a quote that I found, I don't know from where. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Um, and I'm trying to decide, do I color it all in or do I leave some black and white? This one, I love the black and green here, and I am going to color in the letters. And this says, this came from my friend Z yesterday. She sent me this quote. Friends are like the sun in spring, shining the light that makes our souls blossom. Isn't that a beautiful quote? It's by Mary Davis. Oh, and I see that I have to erase this. I'm supposed to be working on Easter, Mother's Day, and Father's Day for this greeting card company. So I'm looking for Mother's Day and Father's Day ideas, but I thought, well, just start. Start where you're excited to start. And I might use some of this other stuff, but I don't know yet. You know, have to get there. But these two are definitely greeting card ideas. So do you like this one with the black and white butterfly wings, or color them in and the flowers? Because the color on top of the watercolor looks pretty cool. But this one, I'm definitely leaving her dress, and I am definitely going to color in the black and white lettering. So if you have any opinions, now's a great time to share them with me. If not, I totally get it. All right, we're working in our Glorious Spring book, And I have an appointment with the Social Security Department today, which I am not going to miss. Do you know why? Because I've been counting the days my whole life for Social Security. Who doesn't count the days until Social Security? I mean, I know that makes us old, but old is just a number and money is money. And I want my money. There you have it. Okay, so we did this, and this is what we did yesterday. So pretty, petals and puddles. Johanna wants the greeting cards when they're done. Oh, they'll be available. You'll be able to buy them online and from stores across the country. Pretty excited. Not going to talk about it because I don't want to jinx it. All right, so we're going to do some trees that blend together. Circle trees, which are some of my favorite things to paint. We'll start with green because why not? And I want this paint really wet because I want them to kind of blend together. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do green and this weird turquoisey blue that I have here. See how it mixed together? Love that. It just makes me happy. So the green went into the turquoise. I wanted to do them bigger, but... And you can take your water and put it here, and hopefully they'll blend a little bit more together right there. Oh, that's too much paint, Linz. There we go. Move this. Good morning, Renata. Thank you, Johanna. Well, I have a deep purple in this one. I found it yesterday. I think this is it. I can't remember. I need a scrap piece of paper. Do I want that tree or this deep purple tree? I don't know. I kind of like them both. I'm going to go with this one. This one's going to be more round. My colors are not blending as much as I wanted them to, but they kind of are. Whoa, that one kind of got crazy. I didn't want it to end up right exactly where that green one was either, but what can you do? Lindsay, did you spray your watercolors before you started? Laura wants to ask. No, I never do that. I know you probably should to make it blend more, but I don't know. I'm just not good at that. Oops, that's a crooked tree. They're doing what I want them to do, just not as quickly as I was hoping for. They're really cool. Like really cool. In person. This is the 8 a.m. meeting. I just have a meeting myself at the Social Security office, so I had to come here early. Sorry. I'm not going to miss my Social Security meeting, and I'm not going to change the time because it took so long to get this meeting, you know? Or maybe you don't know. They're a little messed up over there at Social Security. Look at all this purple that came into this green. I could take some out if I wanted to, but I do kind of love it. But I think I will take a little bit out just by picking it up with the brush. And I'm going to add a little more green into here. And then I get to do one more yellow. I think that's it, but I'm going to put one going off the page here. And we'll do a weird shaped yellow one. I do have a good yellow here. And I think I definitely need another one over here, maybe a darker green. Michelle likes the time that this is on the East Coast. Yeah, well, I got to get some of this purple out of this teal and add a little more of that teal in here, or turquoise, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't want anything to happen to my Social Security, so I don't want to apply online. I want to make sure I'm there in person to talk to a human and that I get everything that I have paid in. You know, it's pretty important to all of us. I don't like that color. Oh, let's try this one. I mean, actually, it's not horrible. Well, maybe we'll leave it. Okay, well, all my colors did what I wanted them to do. They're kind of blending with each other. This one, not so much. But I can add a little water and get it moving. And the orange didn't blend so much with the yellow, which is also okay, but let's add a tiny bit more orange in here. Yeah. This is the only one I'm not happy with. It's such a weird color green. It's like a... That's good. Okay, so we're going to dry this. Hi, Cindy. Because, oh, I could do my stems right now, or trunk stems. That's funny. I have a good brown in my Daniel Smith. This is going to be kind of a quickie card, which doesn't bother me at all. Let's try to blend this with that brown. Get some of this purple going into the brown. That's what I was hoping for. The yellow worked out nicely. Let's try to get this blue. It's going to go into the purple. It's funny, when you want your watercolors to blend together, they don't. And when you don't want them to, they do. It's funny. Funny, not funny. Anyway, that's pretty much what I was hoping for. All right, now I got a lot of paint here to dry. Good morning, Chris. Add a little more yellow into this one. And maybe a little more blue into that teal because it's kind of turning more more green than blue. Everybody else I'm pretty happy with. This yellow is super wet. Michelle says, bring your, birth certificate. If you're applying for both your benefits and any benefits on hubby, bring marriage certificate. They will make copies. You do not need to. They didn't tell me any of that. It's been a minute, but I have 14 years experience there. Of course, your SSA card, I have that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Who told me all that? Michelle Taylor. I had no idea all that stuff was mandatory. Or maybe not mandatory, but I'll bring it. Honey, get the box down, will ya? Thank you, Michelle. I have very dirty water here, so I'm really not sure what's going to happen to my sky. I'm going to have to go get some clean water. Give me a moment. Ouch. Oh, I stepped on my book. The whole thing just fell apart. It's all right. It's all right. Move the green. And I want to... Michelle, you used to work for Social Security? Probably glad you're not there now because it's probably a mess. But who knows? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me that's freaked out. I just want to tell them, just write me a check. Give me my money. I can reinvest it, and then I don't have to worry about you guys anymore. I know it doesn't work that way. I know. But I am excited to get it. Oh, that's very dark. I do like whatever this paper is because it's holding the watercolor really nicely. Okay, let's blow dry this. Jewel says, this is only part of a long story, but today is such a great day for our family. My son-in-law is adopting my 11-year-old grandson. That's so cool, Jewel. Do you get to go to the adoption at the court? Because I got to do that a couple weeks ago for a friend who was adopting a little guy. And we all felt so very fortunate to be there. It's the most amazing process if you get a good judge. Or, oh no, I just messed that up. I mean, I'm sure they're all good judges, but we had a really good judge who was very kid friendly. I always wanted to be part of an adoption because I was adopted, you know, but I never got to be part of my adoption. All right, we're just going to use this green in the bottom here. Maybe I'll use different greens. Let's try this one. Super cool colors right now. I think this idea I had kind of in my dreams, and I think it would make, if I spent a little more time with it, it would make a cool greeting card. Well, I'm not done. but the beginning of this would make a cool greeting card. It's really hard for me to come up with ideas for birthdays. And that's what they want the most of is birthday card ideas. And I'm like, I'm not good with birthday card ideas. I mean, I know I'll come up with something, but what else do you write besides happy birthday to you? I need some clever wording. And it's been my dream for decades to be a greeting card designer. And oh, that's the same color. No, actually, it's different. When I paid a licensing agent to be my agent one time, and she made $10,000 that year and I made zero, she got me in with this company. And the only thing I can say good about her is they chose one of my greeting cards for Mother's Day, and it's still available. You can still find it on their website if you want to buy a cute Mother's Day card designed by me. But she made all the money and I didn't. So I'm now not using a licensing agent. I've learned how to do the licensing thing on my own. But she did not work very well for me. She didn't get me any jobs except for this one. Super sad. I am really, Carmen, because I have to go to Social Security today. Sorry. I forgot and I posted it on the page late last night. I should have messaged you. You're right. Sorry. You don't have to be here, you know. I keep telling you that. It's not mandatory. It's nice, but not mandatory. Okay. Let's dry this. I hope my cards will be an amazing success. So yeah, if you guys have any good ideas for wording for Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation, and Easter, that's what I'm working on first. Except for those other two that I showed you. Okay, well, this one kind of came out weird, but the rest of these are pretty. So I think I'm trying to decide where to put my lettering before we add the detail. And what was the lettering again? A bloom of colorful trees. Huh, I don't know. Sky or we'll do the detail. You guys can tell me if you want the lettering up top or towards the bottom in the bark of the trees. Yeah, I was going to get a pedicure today, but my husband's coming with me. So no pedicure after Social Security. I figured I might need it after Social Security, a little pick-me-up. But they are right next to the donut shop. That's my favorite donut shop. So towards the bottom, Carmen says, Sandy says, I think we love having Carmen here. She adds so much information, plus personality. Carmen is all personality. This year, my girlfriends and I are going to the Sisters Quilt Show. If you've ever heard of it or been to it, it's in Sisters, Oregon. And you don't have to be a quilter to go to this show to just appreciate the colors and designs and everything. Hang on. Oh, sorry. But yeah, we're going to Sisters. And we're very excited. I'm very excited. I don't know about anybody else. And if they all back out, I'm still going by myself because I felt like when I took this class this past weekend, I got so much inspiration And you just have to sometimes take yourself outside to see other things that are happening in the world to get inspiration from. And the Sisters Quilt Show, and I've been twice, the inspiration that I feel there is beyond amazing. Amazing. We're going to drive up and stay like a half hour away or an hour away. I can't remember because it's packed in the town. You can't really stay there unless you make your reservations a year in advance. So Carmen says, I am going. It's a fun thing to do. Yeah, and I told Carmen, because Carmen sometimes doesn't walk as far as some of the other girls do. And I told Carmen, better think about it because it's a lot of walking. And by golly, she said she can just sit at a bench and sketch. And I'm like, that's the best idea. Why didn't I think of that? So I'm going to bring my sketchbook. If it's too much walking, we can just sit and sketch designs from quilts, urban sketching, right? So fun. And the funnest part of it is you get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and you get to watch them hang the quilts, and they hang them from the buildings and trees in the town. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Sandy, you should go this year. We'll have a meetup. Oh my gosh, you guys, I found a place to have a little journaling thing, a journaling meetup in Southern California. Well, we were going to do it at a place called Rogers Gardens, but when I called, if you've ever been to Rogers Gardens, you know how inspirational it is. And when I called, they said that it would not be a good thing for us to meet up there and sketch because they will only let us sit on their benches for a short period of time and then you get kicked out. So we're still going to go to Rogers Gardens because it's very colorful. They have a great gift shop, a beautiful restaurant, and plants and flowers everywhere. However, the girl who I spoke to on the phone was super nice after she was really mean and told us we couldn't just hang out there all day. She said, you know, right across the street, there's this park called Civic Center Park. And I'm like, oh, that just sounds horrible. And she said, no, there's a bunny statue there. And it looks like Stonehenge, but it's called Bunnyhenge. And I'm like, what? So I looked it up and it's the cutest thing you ever saw. It's a circle of bunnies and it's a whole park full of statuary like that. But the bunnies are so cute. Look up Bunnyhenge. Anyway, if you're in Southern California and you'd like to come, we're going to be in Newport Beach on April 19th. But it's not just me, it's my friend Ann Scott, Ann Kobieri Scott, and myself. She's going to be in the San Diego area, so she's going to drive up, and I'm going to drive down because I'll be in the Santa Clarita area. So if anybody wants to go with me and you're in the Santa Clarita area or on the way, you know what I mean? Then let me know and we can meet and I'll pick you up on my way. Right? So much fun. Janice, I sent you a message. Can't you come? Is it really far from Palm Springs? I'm so excited to get my new one of these things, and hopefully it doesn't bounce like this one. It looks very stable. I'm hoping. Anyway, yes, I did start early today because I have an appointment at the Social Security Department. Terry, did you ever lose power yesterday, Terry? This is fun. Debbie says, my cousin lives in Sisters. Can we stay with her? She probably rents out her house, I bet, because most people that are there that aren't involved in the event, they rent out their houses and then they leave. Or they go stay with a friend and they all make money. Because it is booked solid. You know. No, at 10:30 PG&E canceled. Oh, man, I feel your pain. Been there a million times. But at least you didn't like leave for the day or something. Do you like the sky like this? I do. Doesn't matter to me if you like it or not. I do. Sometimes I look at this and go, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. But I really, really like it. There's a new movie I'm excited to watch tonight called North to North, I think, on Netflix. It's a love story. I think it's a love story. It looks like a love story. I hope it is. Susie says, I no longer hang out at Newport Beach in Laguna anymore. My son and his family had moved to Columbus, Ohio last year. I miss the beaches. Oh, so does that mean you moved to Columbus, Ohio last year as well? Sorry. Sorry that you miss the beaches. I get it. Running out of different blues to use. Blues to use. What did Carmen just say about half pans? Carmen says, ha ha ha, Linda, you have to visit. Yes, Altoid tins. Put the half pans in there that I want. Yeah, like this. This is a little Altoid tin. See how small this is? It's an Altoid tin, and you can buy these on Etsy, these little pan parts. And see how tiny? See my finger? It's that big. Teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. I love these horizontal lines. Yeah, you could use Lindsay watercolors and you'd be good to go. Come with us, Linda. You'd have to drive yourself. There's like no room at the inn. But you could sleep on the floor in our place because I think it's just big enough for us girls. I need a really dark again. I like this really dark blue. It's really a cute sky now. Makes me happy. You're not late, I'm early. I'm sorry. I have an appointment at the Social Security office that I forgot. Apologies immensely. Well, that's a broken pencil. Yes, I'm almost done. I'm sorry I was early today. I've heard that at Social Security also, even if you have an appointment, you still have to wait. So I'm taking my journal. God only knows what'll come out of that. Hi, Ann Scott. I was just telling everybody they should come meet us in Newport Beach. Okay, so we have our sky, we have our trees. And now down here is where we're going to put our prompt. I'm looking for a skinny pen. This 8 fools me every time because it's a number 2, but when I pulled it out of the pack and when I purchased it, the cap is a number 8. So I really need to write a letter to Sephora and tell them they really screwed me up. We're just going to go for it. Right over our trunks of our trees. I may have to do this one again and make it a greeting card, but with different wording. A bloom of beautiful. No. Oh, no. Well, that has to be an L. It's colorful, so I got to go backwards. Not where I wanted it to be placed. But what can you do? Stretch it out as much as possible. Well, that's pretty. Where do you end up staying for the quilt show? We're going to stay at an Airbnb in Redmond, Oregon, I think, is what we found. Because everything, honestly, in Sisters is full. Oh, and like I was going to take my husband this year and we started looking at campsites, and the campgrounds jacked their prices up like $100. It was ridiculous. So we're just going to drive in the morning and it'll be fine. Did I already say the funnest part for me was getting to watch them set up the quilts in the morning? I loved that. And then the shops, I bought my very favorite jacket there. I spent a fortune on fabric that I don't even sew, but I do use fabric for other things. But the shops are so much fun. Yep. I'll be bringing my birthday money. Not that I get any birthday money anymore. I have really been missing my mom and dad lately. I don't even know what that's about or where it comes from, but it just comes. And they enter my dreams every time I think about them. Kind of crazy. Ellen says, I just finished talking to my tax guy. He needed my 1099 from Social Security. I sent it, but it was late. I now know the bad news. It's a relief to just know the outcome. I got the bill yesterday from my tax guy, but I don't have my tax return yet. I don't know. But it's got to be horrible. Isn't it true that every person in America needs to file a tax return, no matter if you... My mother-in-law told me that she doesn't have to file a tax return anymore because her income is only Social Security and it's so low. I'm like, I'm pretty sure everybody in America files a tax return. I need to look it up. Last thing we need is for the IRS to come after my mother-in-law or my ex-husband who works for the IRS. We don't need him coming after my mother-in-law. Did I tell you guys that after I got divorced from my ex-husband who had just started working at the IRS, shock of all shocks, that next year I was audited, and so were my parents. Surprise! Wonder how that happened. Haven't been audited since. Guess I better be quiet. Knock on wood. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these Karen pens, and we're going to color in the letters with these. They are a watercolor pen, like a water-based pen, but look how beautiful the color is. Can you see it? It's really pretty. Oh, Valerie says her mother didn't file either. Okay, good. Let's use a pink. I think I have pink. See what happens when you mix this with that green. No, it's still pretty pink. I will say one thing about these pens. They don't like micron. When they touch a micron, they blend together. And that doesn't make sense to me because the micron is pigment and these are watercolor. So it's kind of weird to me. I mean, I don't know that much about this kind of stuff. We'll go on the outside of that one. Use a bright green. Oh, we owe every year, my husband and I, because he was a self-employed carpenter and I was self-employed as a business owner and still am. So we pay in quarterly. Is that what you call that? Quarterly taxes. So hopefully I don't owe any more than just the quarterly taxes. Carmen says you can use a piece of plastic and do it by brush then. What do you mean, piece of plastic? What do you mean? You'll have to tell me on Friday. That's tomorrow. Carmen's coming over tomorrow. Okay, well, I really like this. I'm going to add some white dots. Michelle says there are very clear IRS filing info online. Too much to put here, but it is possible some people do not file returns. Okay, well, she's right. Good for my mother-in-law. How cute is this card? I mean, really. So yesterday I took matters into my own hands and I started ordering stuff for remodeling our bathroom. Because I figured if I just start ordering it, then we have to do it, you know? So I haven't actually placed the order yet, but I found this stuff online, showed it to my husband as we were going through it, and he's agreed. He's like, yeah, I like all of that. Oh, that is a cute card. Let's bring the camera up. Trying to decide if I want to add anything into the green here. I don't think so. I think just the design here and leave this plain. Yeah, I really like it. I think I'll add white in here. Okay. Okay. Where's my book? Oh, it fell on the floor. All right, hang on. The whole thing fell apart. Not really fell apart, just came apart. So this card, which is now dirty on the back, which bothers me because I'm that kind of girl, goes into here. Oh, and that's kind of cool. I didn't even plan that, but look how cool that uh the tree is cool there, right? So that goes there. I have another card here that goes into this same pocket. If I need one more, I'm going to have to count tomorrow and see where we are. But I'm going to leave that card in there. And this one goes like this. Come on. I love that tree right there. It couldn't be any cooler right there. All right, you guys. Well, that's it. I got to go to Social Security. Have a really good day. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Hold on, I'm putting my book back together because it came apart. Goes like that. Like that, like that, like that. Nope, that's the back. Like that. It's like a Jacob's ladder. Every time I do it, I'm like, wait, is that right or wrong? Let's see what tomorrow is. We can cross this off. A bloom of colorful trees. And tomorrow is Bear's Awakening. So I guess we're doing bears tomorrow. Okay, so I'm thinking with this one, I might mount it onto another card so it's a little stiffer as it goes in there. So I might do green, I'm thinking, for the background. We'll see. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Somebody remind me to tell you tomorrow about Color Pop Girls, because there's a whole new world coming to Lindsay Land, and they are Color Pop Girls. All right, love you guys. Have a great day. Okay, bye.